Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva. Today we are going to discuss circular current loop as a magnetic dipole. Circular current loop as a magnetic dipole. So now let us consider the elementary magnetic element, that is the current loop. At large distances, the magnetic field due to current in a circular current loop is similar in behavior to the electric field of an electric dipole. Actually, in the previous topics, we studied about the magnetic field on the axis of a circular loop. So actually, we have learned this already in the previous topics, that this is a circular loop, and let us consider O be the center and R be the radius of the circular loop, and we calculated what is the magnetic field at this point P, which is at a distance of x from the center. So what is the magnitude of the magnetic field we calculated, children? Actually, the magnetic field on the axis of a circular loop of radius R carrying current I is given by B is equal to mu naught I R square divided by 2 x square plus R square the whole power 3 by 2. Hope you all of you remember this. And what is the direction of this magnetic field? Its direction is along the axis, and its direction is given by right hand thumb rule. Okay. Now let us assume this x is the distance along the axis from the center of the loop, right? So we are going to assume for x is very greater than r. Okay. So at large distances. So initially I told you that at large distances, how this current loop will behave. So we are going to assume x is very greater than r. So if x is very greater than r, we can also ignore this r square term here. So if we neglect this r square, so we are going to neglect this r square. Okay, r square term is neglected. So if you neglect this term, what will you get here, children? B is equal to mu naught I R square divided by 2 x square the whole power 3 by 2, right? So this 2 and 2 get cancelled. What will you get? B is equal to, mu naught I R square divided by 2 x cube. Okay. Yes. Now we know that actually what is the area of the loop? Area of the loop is equal to this is a circular coil, right? So area of the loop A is equal to pi r square. Okay, so now we are going to multiply and divide this above equation by pi. So what will you get here, children, when you multiply and divide here? So you will get that B is equal to mu naught I pi r square divided by 2 pi x cube. Am I right? Okay. So now you replace this pi r square by a. So what will you get? Mu naught I divided by IA divided by 2 pi x cube. Hope you all of you remember. We discussed about magnetic moment in the previous topic. This M is equal to I into A. Okay, so I'll write here, children. So M is equal to IA. What is this M? M is nothing but the magnetic dipole moment. Okay, I into A. Okay, this A be the area vector. So I'm going to replace this by M. Okay, so what will I get here? Mu naught M divided by, actually this M is a vector quantity. Okay, so 2 pi x cube. Okay, so I will write here, children, in vector form. Actually B vector is equal to mu naught M divided by 2 pi x cube. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to multiply and divide this by 2. When I multiply and divide this by 2, what I will get here? B is equal, that is mu naught by 4 pi 2m by x cube I will get. Okay, so multiply and divide by 2. So I will get B is equal to, so this is very important, multiply and divide by 2. So I will get B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. Then 2m divided by x cube. So this relation is very important. Can you guess where you studied? Where you obtained this similar expression? Yes, in electrostatics. Okay, this expression is similar to an expression we obtained in that is for electric field of a dipole. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to replace this mu naught by 1 by epsilon naught. Similarly, I'm going to replace this M by P and B by E. So let me take the new page, children, now. So I got, so what is our expression, children? B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2m by x cube. Okay, so I'm going to replace mu naught by 1 by epsilon naught. Okay, and similarly M will be replaced by P, that is a dipole moment. So this is for electrostatic dipole. Okay, this is electrostatic dipole. So you replace this B by E. So what we will get, children? We will get E, that is electric field, is equal to mu naught by 1 by epsilon naught, right? So I will get PE. This is the electrostatic dipole moment. Then divided by 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. Okay, so this is very, very, very important, children. Actually, this expression is the electric field for an electric dipole at a point on its axis. Okay, electric dipole at a point on its axis. Hope you all of you remember this. This is very important relation. Yes. Yes. Now, we are going to see that is the electric field on the perpendicular bisector of the dipole. Actually, the electric field on the perpendicular bisector of the dipole is what? Hope you remember this. E vector is equal to PE vector divided by 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. Okay, again now we are going to replace here this E by, we are going to replace E by B, and similarly this P by M and 1 by epsilon naught by mu naught. What will we get then? So now let me write all these things here, children. So P will be replaced by M, and replace this mu naught as 1 by epsilon naught. Similarly, replace this E by B. So what will we get then? So B vector is equal to mu naught by 4 pi M by x cube. Okay, so that is x will be very, very greater than R. Okay, actually this expression and this expression. So this is on its axis, this is on the perpendicular bisector. Okay, so these two expressions are applied to any planar loop. That is, a planar loop is equivalent to a magnetic dipole of dipole moment. M is equal to IA, we know that, which is the analog of electric dipole moment. Okay, so this is very, very, very important, children. Now we are going to conclude two things here. Very, very important one. What is that? Actually, the current loop which produces a magnetic field and which behaves like a magnetic dipole at large distances, whatever we discussed now. Okay, a current loop which produces a magnetic field and behaves like a magnetic dipole at large distances. And it is subject to torque like a magnetic needle. Okay, and actually this led Ampere to suggest that all magnetism is due to circulating currents. Okay, so I'll write here all magnetism is due to circulating currents. Okay. So in the next class, we will discuss the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. Actually, the elementary particles such as an electron or a proton also carry an intrinsic magnetic moment. But they are not accounted by the circulating currents. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. Okay, so hope you all of you understood the topic, whatever I taught you today, that is the circular current loop as a magnetic dipole. Thank you, students.